Welcome, in front of me is the ASUS ZenFone Max M1, and today I will show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're going to begin with the password visibility, and what it will allow you to do is hide the latest letter of whatever you're typing in as a password, because basically whenever you type the first or the newest letter, it makes it visible while everything else becomes a dot. So you can basically make every letter be a dot immediately once you press it. So to enable it, we'll go into the settings, and from here, security and location. So let's right here, and then let's find it. Okay, there it is. Show passwords. You just simply disable this, and now if I would go, for instance, like into Google, where I can log in. So actually we can just do it right here. So if I start typing, you can immediately see that every letter that I press is immediately a dot. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna go into the split screen feature, which will allow you to run two apps at the same time in split view. So best case for it probably would be something, let's say like if you're using Google or Chrome, for just checking out something, and for instance trying to listen to music on YouTube. And normally if you switch between apps, YouTube will be paused, but you can basically run it in split view. So you would basically do something like this. Hold the app that you want to run in split view. So you just grab app. First one that you grab will basically go on top. And then you can select, for instance, something else like, let's say Chrome. And you can shrink it down a little bit. Hopefully, I guess not, but yeah, you could basically run YouTube right here and then continue to do whatever you want right here, well, without pausing the video, of course. But you can always run it with completely different apps if you like. Let's just close this. Okay, now moving on, we're gonna go into basically removing animations or reducing them, as however you like to set it up. And by default, there is no option in the settings, but you can basically enable it by enabling the developer options. And to do it, you would go into settings, system, and then go into about phone and find build number. So it's right here. Tap on it 7 times. You will see the message, you are now a developer. And if you go back, you just seen that a new option has appeared. Now you can tap on it and go down. See if I think I might have passed it. Yep. Okay, so there it is. A little bit more than halfway down. You will see this window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. Now each one of them corresponds to different kind of animation of windows, but by default they're 1. You can set them to half speed by checking the 0.5, and now everything will be basically half of the speed. You can always also disable all of them, and then you won't see any kind of animation. As you can see, there is no more any kind of animation. And as an example, I can set up drastically times 10. Now the first one corresponds to any kind of like window that is popping up, basically like this one. And you can see that it's basically like fading in and out super slowly. So it's a matter of preference how you want it to set it. Okay, now moving on, we're gonna go into the simple feature, I guess, or a trick more like. Basically by enabling airplane mode on a phone. Let's see, where's the airplane mode? I don't even see it here, so let's... Oh, there it is. Oh, so it was actually enabled. It's right here. Okay, so normally when you have a SIM card and you're connected to network, sometimes you might get a bad connection and just have for no reason like 1 bar of reception or 2. And well, this is caused usually by the fact that you're connected, for instance, to like a further away cell tower. And if you enable the airplane mode and then disable it again, then your device will connect to the closest cell tower, improving basically your cell connection, and thus also improving, let's say, your call quality and stuff like that. So it's just a neat trick to keep in mind if you're having problem with like calls and how well they are received. And the last thing I wanted to go to is the gesture navigation, or not gesture navigation, the gestures on screen. So go into settings, then go into system, and then let's see, where is it? There it is, gestures, and then you have the Zen motion, and from here you can enable it, and you'll see a bunch of different options that you can launch from a locked screen. So for instance, if I lock it and I draw an S, it will open up settings. Now I don't remember what else was there, so let me open up. Have browser with W, clock with E, camera with C, photos with Z, calls with V. And you also have a couple other things like double tap to wake screen, swipe up to wake up. So you could do this. And let's say launch browser. It's a kind of a faster way to launch apps as long as you remember the shortcuts for them. So yeah, that would basically complete the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to show. And if you found any of them interesting, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.